This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the BYU Cougars and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet with coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So BYU's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes L.J. Martin. And we'll see two guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one.
And man, oh man, if times change where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we talking about my NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Pressure coming. Dumps it off in the flats. Could not make his way to the corner. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. They'll try to get the ground game going against what looks like a tough matchup for him. We'll see if this backer can keep him in check. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25. But a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That's some pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out-breaking routes. I tell you what, you got to kind of be careful as a QB how much you want to attack that, especially when the coverage is so tight. He does a good job staying glued to the receiver and knocking the football down.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Wilson's got it. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Wants to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Trying to buy time. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lions. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no... Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls it on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback. Him to pitch it.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground. To the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Cougars are rolling down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Might as well stick with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oh, they're after him! And down he goes! Let's bring in the heat. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. stop behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll run the screen. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. After the filthy move, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. After the flag, distance for a 1st down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Martin.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. a catch. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Pryor. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
There's a crease. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Brown.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Cougars sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Hoosiers trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now over to your game inside the swamp. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to it. Could be an alley. Drills him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the... And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a catch along the sidelines, but he's going to lose yardage. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Trying to get rid of it. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Gators. The defense putting points on the board.
Great play. He gets the pick six, but that started with pressure on the quarterback. Getting in his lap, hitting him while he's throwing the football. The ball is off target. The defense makes the play and takes it all the way to the end zone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Goes to the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. So now it's second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Might have a chance. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Finding open areas. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The corners are walked up tight. Look out, he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. Under fire. Swings it out to the flat. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Got his man out of the backfield.
Let's give the defense there some credit on third down. They took all the options away, throwing downfield, forced him to check it down to his back in the perimeter, and then they rushed to the ball carrier, showing you the speed, nowhere to go, forcing him out of bounds.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Pryor. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Singleton. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Off play action. Finds us back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Martin. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They go right back to it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for room. It's Martin. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's racked up 92 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Jaden one more time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. .36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it, That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.